After this presentation, we're going to go back out for the last look of the day at our today's special value. We're going to have you finish this one up alone, if you don't mind.
Sure.
But we have Mark Charles Basile joining us, and we're going to infuse your favorite beverage, or we're going to make the best cold brew coffee or tea you've ever had.
Correct. And with simple, easy ingredients. This one we have pineapple and we have strawberry. David, I'd like to give you a little glass of infused strawberry and pineapple. There's no extra sugar. There's no preservatives. There's no syrups. It's pure cut fruit and water. You can do this with tea, lemonade. Oh, he's thirsty. You can do this with gin, vodka. You can do this with seltzer water. You can do this with make a sangria.
Just regular water,
just
too.
Everything basic. You can fruit infuse. Why? Because we give you a fruit infusion rod, and this is really important because this rod is the secret. When you fill this up with cut fruit and you keep your liquid above the line of where the fruit stops, you're hydrating the fruit and extracting the juices, which is flavoring it. And sometimes it changes the color of the water, like that water that I just poured for David was a little pink because of the strawberries, right? And you just keep rehydrating up to 7 days the same fruit. You don't have to change the fruit when you've just finished one thing of water. Just add more water and it'll keep redoing it.
What is this made of?
Tritan. What is Tritan? It is an incredibly durable plastic, if you will, that is shatterproof.
But it looks like glass.
But it looks like glass. You don't see any seam, by the way. You love this shape. This fits in a door of a refrigerator. And here's my favorite part about this. Ready for this? It untwists with a leak proof, so I can actually clean the whole inside of this pitcher, which you never see in a glass one, right? This has got a non-slip handle on it. You've got a screw top to it, right? So let's put it all together real quick. And then I've got the fruit infusion pitcher. So what I'm gonna do is sit this in, it locks in, the handle goes down, so I locked it in, look, it doesn't fall out, and the handle slides down. I'm gonna fill this up with cucumbers, lemons, if you have some little spa water. Now here's the thing, whether it's a raspberry, a blueberry, anything, you should have it cut because you wanna get to the inside of the juices, right? Then you're gonna fill this up with whatever liquid, iced tea, lemonade, seltzer, gin, vodka, water, you name it, you can infuse fruit into it.
If I decide just to use water, can I use regular tap water?
Of course. And some people want to use filtered water, it doesn't matter.
What is the capacity of the pitcher?
It's a 2.7 quarts. So I'm gonna twist this, right?
Specific, I know.
Now I've twisted this, look at this, just so you understand. So not only is it shatterproof, I've got complete leak proofness, so I can travel with this, it's not gonna break, and it's gonna infuse.
Put it in today's special value cooler.
Right, and sideways, and nothing will happen to it. So you've got a leak proof, 2.7 quart, that's still beautiful, by the way, to look at, fits in the door of the refrigerator. This is what we call a better mousetrap. Now, let's go to coffee, ready?
So cold brew.
You get this infusion rod as well. This is specifically made for tea and coffee. Notice that beautiful mesh that's really, really fine in there. Just take a look on the inside. That, and there's a muddling bottom, which, by the way, to clean it out, unscrews. There's a muddling bottom. Why is that important? Why don't you put some fresh blueberries or raspberries before your coffee or your tea, and you can infuse that. Maybe
like a raspberry
stick.
iced tea or peach iced tea?
Or coconut coffee. You name it, you can infuse it. Now, here's the secret. We're going to put it inside of there. You fill it with your coffee, and all you do is put cold water in it. Then you put it in the fridge. You want it to sit for overnight. We give you instructions. Once you do that, you remove this and clean this out. This will now stay in the fridge for over 8 days. You will have cold brew ready to go for you for as long as it takes for you to drink. 2.7 quarts. You're gonna do the milk while I do this?
Yes.
So
now, the milk is an important part because it reacts with the ice and then it all goes down.
And the coffee.
Slowly.
So you've cold brewed. By the way, when you cold brew, what people don't realize is you're taking the bitterness out of coffee. So when you slowly cold brew in cold water versus hot, what some people don't like in certain coffees, wow, that's like an art piece, is the bitterness in coffee. And now that's removed when you're doing it with cold water overnight in the fridge. So you've got every option of a beverage in this great piece. We did some iced teas here. Here's some good old-fashioned lemon water. You can do spa water.
Can I do lemonades
you
in
can
here?
Do anything. Anything in there. Here's a video showing it live.
Sangria.
Again, good old tap water, but remember, think outside the box. Do you ever want to like infuse your own?
Charles, forgive me for interrupting.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave you to your own devices because I need to run out to the other set.
Okay, enjoy.
So I'm going to leave Mark Charles.
Thank you, everybody.
And leave the show in his very capable hands.
So again, with K60060, you've got a 2.7 quart Tritan. Why is Tritan important? Think about like the airplane windows that we fly in and we are safe in a plane. That's what those windows were made of at one point. So that's how you know how durable Tritan is. You're not going to crack, it's not going to break, but it travels really well. There it is in the drawer that I was telling you about, the door. It's a beautiful silhouette, but it's skinny enough to fit in the door of your refrigerator. And I love the fact that you're talking about iced teas, lemonades, waters, you name it, but think outside the box. You want to make sangria? This is the piece for you. You want to do vodkas and gins and just buy a plain one and then infuse it with your own fruits and veg? You can do that. Here is the secret that I want to point out, is that when you put the infusion pitcher, the infusion rod in there, you want to make sure everything's sliced in there. So I'm going to just open this up and show you real quick what's in here. So we have cucumber and watermelon, but everything's sliced. So even if you have a raspberry, you want to really cut it open because that's where all the juices are. And the other secret that I love to tell you about is when you've actually used this, so let's pour this out. So this is watermelon and a kiwi, right? And let's say you keep pouring, let's pour another glass of this. All right, the secret to rehydrating the fruits you put in here is make sure you keep refilling whatever liquid you are putting in here to the top of the line of where you've cut your fruits. Why is that important? You don't want to dry out the fruit, okay? So again, what I love about this item, remember it's K60060. It is the Primula 2.7 quart Tritan. How many? Wow! Brian just told me 25,000 of these. This is what I call the better picture. For the summer, keep hydrating. This is the way to go. The colors are red, green, blue, and black. Oh, and lemon, we have another one? I didn't realize that. Do we have it in the back? Oh, we don't have it in the back. Okay, so we have an 11 one too. So so we have all those colors. Remember, this is something you're going to use all year round. Please use it, and please love it, and I do. And we're going to take it right back to David. David, did you make it to your destination? He did. He's waving at me, so we're all a go. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for your help, Mark Charles. And we're talking about something special every day. We're talking about today's special value. Now, for the day since midnight